It's another weekend at home for the Bison football team as they welcome the Central Arkansas Bears into the Fargo Dome. Now, North Dakota State continued the hot start to the year, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. Members of Code Green have told me that they still have that chip on their shoulder heading into week 3. The Bison defense was under a bit of a microscope heading into the season, with members of the team even saying that they didn't live up to the program's expectations last season. But at least through their non-conference campaign so far this year, Code Green appears to be back, holding opponents to a total of 17 points in 2 games. The groups that were under the most scrutiny last year, the linebackers and defensive backs, have also outperformed expectations thus far, leading the team in tackles in each of the past 2 games and grabbing 4 interceptions. Linebacker Logan Kopp talks about what he's seen from Code Green.
Coming into the year with that chip on our shoulder has kind of been in the back of our minds, and we know that we have a lot to prove. We know that there's a lot of people out there that are doubting us, and so we just came in and we're just playing as fast as we can, as hard as we can, and we're just out there having fun and playing football, and that's when a defense is successful.
The Bears are going to be a big test for the Bison before the start of Missouri Valley Football Conference play. Central Arkansas suffered a close loss to Oklahoma State to open the year, then hung up 72 points on Texas Christian. This is only their second ever trip to the Fargo Dome. Meanwhile, up north on I-29, the North Dakota Fighting Hawks prepare to hit the road for the first time in what is unquestionably their biggest test of the year so far. UND will be heading west to face the Boise State Broncos in an FCS versus FBS showdown. This is set to be the second consecutive season that the Hawks have traveled to play an FBS opponent. They played in Lincoln against the Nebraska Cornhuskers last season. The Hawks are hoping that that experience helps as they prepare to play on the blue turf.
I guess the biggest thing from Nebraska for me and a lot of my teammates will probably just be getting in front of that many people. I guess we're all experienced, or most of us are experienced with getting in front of over 90,000 people. So I feel like that, all the nerves will go away and we'll be able to use it as motivation as well and just clear the noise.
This is the first ever meeting between these two programs coming up on Saturday morning. The Hawks are going to have to set their alarms pretty early this week. Kickoff set for 10 a.m. Mountain Time. That's 11 a.m. here. Now, last year they played in front of over 90,000 fans.
They won't get
in
90,000.
Nebraska. I don't think there's going to be 90,000. I don't know the capacity.
They can't fit 90,000 in Boise.
Standing room.
It'll
only.
be a good crowd, though. I'm sure there'll be people there. And it is a blue